What's going on YouTube? Big Dawg Brett. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share, join to be a member, hit the other button, send it to your mama and them. So yeah, welcome back. No math water today. Today we're going to be talking about the Mid-Atlantic Conference. Yeah, so we'll go with that. Oh, sorry, it's the Mid-American Conference. Oops. Yeah. Woke up this morning to some news. Apparently the MAC has canceled their football season. What does that mean for college football, for the SEC, for the ACC, for the Power 5 divisions? What does that really mean? Maybe not much. Looking through what I could find today over on ESPN and a few other sources, there really seems to be kind of this attitude among at least some of the athletic directors that they don't really care what the MAC does. They just want to get back to the football the way that they enjoy football. Just back to it as usual. So I'm going to kind of go over some of the things in the article that I read this morning. Give you guys my opinion. We'll see what you think. So apparently Joe Steinbrecher was all emotional when he confirmed that they had called what he called a miserable decision, and that they had to there will be no #Maction. What in the world is that? Maction. Oh my goodness, it's MACTION. I guess they're trying to make that into a thing. I don't know. So anyway. Some people say the postponement or cancellation of the season, they say, is inevitable. Mr. Anderson, it's inevitable. I don't know about that. Some administrators and coaches point out that ultimately the Power 5 conference will kind of move in their own direction. And there's some talk that they're waiting to see what the Pac-10, the Pac-12, and the Big 10, yeah. Anyway, this is what a Power 5 coach told ESPN. Nobody wanted to be the first to do it. And now, no one will want to be the last. What are you talking about? Oh, what are you talking about? Nobody will want to be the last. Nobody is ready to jump off. It's like saying one person jumped off the bridge and nobody wants to be the last one to jump off the bridge because it'll make them look bad. No. This would seem to say or insinuate that these conferences were just waiting on somebody to go first. And no, it doesn't work that way. These colleges are already in the process of trying to find a way to make football happen. Otherwise, we wouldn't be where we were at. Now, to me, this appears to be kind of looking before you leap, or what's the other one? Closing the barn door after the horse has already gotten out, or however you want to say it. I don't see a reason, based off of the data that I've seen, to say now it's so bad that we need to cancel college football. It was worse a month ago. We'll get into that. Don't worry. A coach at Vanderbilt is technically a Power 5 coach. Yeah. People are saying that the Pac-12 and the Big 10 have pretty much always operated in lockstep. I can see why people would say that. The Big 10 presidents met Saturday, and while they didn't vote to postpone the fall sports season, the league announced that the football practices would remain in the initial acclimatization phase, which basically means no contact. Illinois Fighting Illinois coach Lovie Smith and his staff were told about it. But I guess their teams were about to go on the field or something or another. He just said, we're just practicing football right now and want to play. I want to play. The players want to play. And if they tell us we can't play, then when can we play? Which is a valid question. If that's in the spring, so be it. But eventually we're going to have some football, and so we're looking forward to that. There's so much going on right now around this. And here's one of the things that came out. So let me break this down for you. Steinbrenner, Frazier, and other Macs stressed the health and safety and not concerned about finances. Frazier said, what we don't know was really haunting us, and that's why we came to our final decision. That's part of the data that our presidents use. This mom gave us a play-by-play. This stuff is extremely scary. Now, I'm not here to get into the ins and outs of the virus. You can do your own research. Many people have many different opinions on this. But what I just read is they made a decision about what they didn't know. If you didn't know, why did you make the decision? So, and that's going to play into something here in just a second. A Power 5 administrator said, an administrator, whatever that means, the Power 5 can afford the high costs of testing. Apparently, if you want to have football, you're going to have a lot of testing, which makes sense. And this is something another Power 5 athletic director said. I love how they do all this stuff in anonymity. As much as the Big 12, SEC, or anybody else wants to play and is making preparations to play, the president and chancellors aren't going to want to be on an island by themselves. They will be the ones to shut it down. Even if the league commissioners are determined to hold out, everybody's going to be watching the Pac-12 and Big 10 over the next few days, that's for sure. Well, of course, everybody's watching all of the big conferences right now. This is kind of stating the obvious. I don't agree with this type of framing of a conversation. It's not really accurate. The reason I say that is because the very next sentence over at ESPN was, the Mac's decision doesn't affect us at all. An ACC athletic director said they have to do what they feel is best and will do the same. Which is pretty much code for you do you, we'll do us. We don't care about what y'all are doing. Don't worry about us. That's what that is to me. On Saturday, ACC schools like Clemson and Florida State continued their preseason camps. The Seminoles are scheduled to use pads for the first time today. Austin Peay, which is still planning to play along with the rest of the SES Ohio Valley Conference, scrimmaged for the first time yesterday. They scrimmaged. Coach Mike Norville, FSU, says, these guys love football. They want to play football. We're not ultimately in control of those decisions. And with that going on, you're starting to see more and more tweets like this. Now, you ready for this? One, and there's so many of these. There's so many of these crammed into this one little article. That's why I felt like I just had to do a video. One SEC athletic director, Vandy has one, told ESPN, by the way, Georgia has one, LSU has one, Alabama has one. One SEC athletic director told ESPN that the feelings within the SEC was to stay on course and see where things stand at the end of September when the league is scheduled to start playing games. If our position last week was, let's see what happens when all of the students return to campus, and there's no new data that causes another decision right now besides fear, why would they change what they're doing? Others said the max decision simply speeds up the process to wipe out college football. A Power 5 athletic director said they're pulling the plug sooner rather than later. Just get it over with and let us figure out how to survive. Really? That's what it is now? Really? Let's just get it over with. No. Let's not just get it over with. Let's figure out how to make it work. I wouldn't want to be this guy's wife. Well, we're eventually going to get a divorce based on the statistics. So, well, let's just get that over with. What are you kidding me, guy? Get out of here. That guy needs to be fired. Oh, my goodness. A Power 5 coach says, we're going to have to look at the summer game. We have to look at the number of games you play in both seasons, probably shorten both seasons. So what you're doing is impacting both the 2020 season and the 2021 season. And that may be our only option. Come on, guys. Listen. Let's be honest here. I fully believe that what is going on is serious to certain age demographics. I don't want to see anybody get sick. I don't want to see anybody die for sure. And I don't want to see our normal lifestyle ruined. That having been said, if you take a look at the age brackets that are most affected by this issue, it's not the age of college football players, ladies and gentlemen. If a player has a pre-existing condition and he doesn't want to play, I completely understand. If a player is concerned that this may have long-lasting, life-impacting complications, okay, I understand. But there's no guarantee that if you don't play football that you're not going to get this. There's no guarantee that if you play football, you're going to get this. There's no guarantees either one way or the other. I don't want to see anybody get hurt, sick, and if you do get sick, I want you to get better as quick as possible. I want you to be healthy and safe. But you can only mitigate so much damage. You can't protect these players from everything. You can't protect them from car crashes. You can't protect them from lightning strikes. You can't protect them from heart attacks. You can't protect them from asthma attacks. You can't protect them from everything. There is an inherent risk with just being a human being, and there's certainly an inherent risk with being a football player. But you don't want to expose them to things unnecessarily. So you got to figure out where that line lays. If there's players concerned, let them opt out. Don't penalize them. Let them have another year of eligibility. Give them another year of a scholarship. Players want to play, let them play. I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings, but we've got to be honest at some point. We can't just give up the world all of a sudden. Nothing's changed between the information we had last week and the information we have this week. So why are we canceling all of a sudden and expecting every conference to cancel? That doesn't work. It doesn't work. I fully believe that if it comes down to it, the ACC and the SEC will probably be the last two to fold. And if they do fold, I think it'll be the ACC folds and the SEC will go as long as it can. That's what I think. I think the SEC is more inclined to drive to push this as far as possible. And if that ends up being that we're the only conference that plays, then we're the only conference that plays. Each one of these schools has to make a decision based off the information in front of them. I certainly want everybody to do as much as they can to protect their own health and safety. But I also want to see us return to a life of normalcy. Hopefully we get it figured out in between now and then. If you guys have a comment, something you want to throw in, feel free to throw that down below. I'd love to hear your comments on this. Again, it's not trying to get political, not trying to get after all that. I just want to see us return to what we all know and love. And if you didn't know and love college football, you wouldn't be here. Sorry. By the way, we have a membership program. We have 3 members now. Dwayne RTR, Michael Porter, and one other individual here. And sir, you just popped up and I forgot your name. I will find it and I will shout you out in the next video. But thank you so much for joining that. Also, just so you guys know, we're going to be making some members only videos. I've already posted one today. So if you guys want to be a part of that crowd, feel free to join and be a member. We'd love to see you there. Have a great day. God bless. We're going to have college football. Go Dogs.